Gogolak, who has already kicked a 35-yard field goal, will now attempt one from the 20. Up. And it's good. Right through the upright feet, Gogolak. In NFL Monday Night Football, the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys continues from the Cotton Bowl. With the score, New York 6, Dallas 6.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video, and welcome to the Gridiron. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. If you give this video a thumbs up, or maybe leave a comment below, or possibly share this video, it would mean so much to me. But just anyway, just thank you so much for just taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, Jabrill Peppers is getting added to the list of starting New York Football Giants that their season is over. We got Shane, Nick Gates, Blake Martinez, Jabrill Peppers. I mean, Darius Williams, he's out for the season. He wasn't so much maybe a starter, but he's on the list as well too. So unfortunately, he got a torn ACL. He went down. He returned a punt. All right, and he came hobbling off the field, and what I was seeing or whatever is that he's got problems with both knees and ankles. I mean, and then I heard it was maybe possibly a high ankle sprain, and then after they wound up doing some testing on it and all, they found that it was a torn ACL. So unfortunately, probably that'll be the last time you'll ever see Jabrill Peppers in a New York Football Giants uniform, unfortunately. And with the trade deadline coming up on November 2nd, all right, this coming Tuesday at 4 o'clock, that's the deadline, I mean, his name was possibly, swirling around. There's maybe some type of trade rumors, and now now you ain't getting nothing for him. It is what it is. I mean, even if you did get something for him, I mean, we're talking a day 3. I mean, you're looking maybe a 6th rounder, if you're lucky, 6th or 7th rounder. I couldn't see anything. I mean, if somebody was going to give you a 5th rounder for I'd take it in a heartbeat. Take it and run. But unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, there's no denying the man's heart. The guy's from New Jersey. He's homegrown, and he loves this area. He loves the team and all that. And you just love the guy. I really do. I really love the guy. It's just that he's you can't pay what he's going to want to get paid. You just can't pay him somebody to be pretty much in the box. Now he's very good in the box, okay, but take him outside of the box in coverage, and he's become a liability. So I got this from Pro Football Focus, right? When we first got him in 2019, okay, after we traded, the Odell Beckham Jr. trade, and we got him, and and all that and everything. All right, in 2019, all right, quarterbacks were completing 68.6% of the passes thrown his way, which is still not, for us, 68.6% is not, phenomenal, okay? But, the quarterback rating was only 78.8, okay? That's something you can certainly, use. And now, also when we put him in the box, okay, in 2019 he had 1 sack, he had 2 hits, he had 8 hurries, and he had a batted ball, okay? But 78.8%, okay? Last year, all right, in the box, once again, he had 3 sacks last year. He had 7 hurries, all right? So he's doing very, very good. The passing completion against him was 68.7%, so it's pretty much about the same as it was in 2019. However, the quarterback rating went from a 78.8 up to a 94.1. It was getting worse. This year, okay, and not even half the season, all right, he already has 1 sack, 3 hits, and 3 hurries. So, I mean, you could probably, if he played the whole season, you could certainly double all of that, all right, if not maybe even a little bit more, because he only played 6.5 games. All right. So, I mean, in the box, he was okay. All right. But then you put him out in coverage. quarterbacks are completing 82.6% of their passes against him. 23 balls were thrown his way with 19 completions. Every time they caught the ball, they averaged 11.8 yards of reception. So basically, every time they caught the ball against him, they averaged enough yards just to get a first down. Keep the drive going. All right. The quarterback rating, okay, against him was 121.9. And actually, last year, right, he had 7 pass breakups. In his 2019, he had 3 pass breakups. This year, he had no pass breakups. And the quarterback rating against him was 121.9. I mean, it went from a 78 to a 94 to 120, almost 122. I mean, he's a liability in coverage. I mean, you just can't have that. And, you know, unless he's willing to take a huge hometown discount to stay on this team, which I wouldn't if I was him, you know, there's no way you can re-sign him for what he's been producing and all and everything. That there's absolutely no way you can re-sign him. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we're going to wind up replacing him on the team, okay, with J.R. Reed. Yeah, who we signed got off the Rams practice squad. What I was reading, he ripped up his own contract to go play with the Giants. Now, basically, I was not, he wasn't, I'm sure, running to play. Yeah, I want to be on a losing team, you know. But he was on the practice squad. And what the Giants kind of promised is a spot on the 53-man roster. So he ripped up his contract, and I was with the Giants now. He's 6'1", he's 194 pounds, and he's out of Georgia. So now we got 5 Georgia Bulldogs on the team. So basically 1/10 of our team is Georgia Bulldogs, right? Andrew Thomas, J.R. Reed, Tay Crowder, Lorenzo Carter, and Azeez Ojulari. Right? We got 5 guys on the team from Georgia. So they're number 1 in the country this year. So, and as long as anybody but Alabama wins, I don't care. So go Georgia Bulldogs, baby. Now, over the past 2 seasons, he's only played 2 seasons, all right, and what I saw, all his snaps are on special teams. So he has nothing, you know, being on the defense. So, you know, he's got to get up to speed and all that and everything, you know. So, I mean, I'm sure if he is out there, you know, this coming Monday night, you know, against the Chiefs. I mean, that's, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm interested to see if he does get any snaps, or if he does, are they on special teams, right? But so that's who we got replacing, J.R. Reed off the practice squad. And once again, the reason why we got J.R. Reed off of a practice squad for the Rams, okay, is because we have no money. We can't, you know, anybody. When a starter goes down, boom, and this guy's out for the season, whoever we're bringing in to replace him is going to be at the league minimum. I mean, we can't, you know, unless we're going to, you know, up to the trade deadline, you know, maybe make a trade with the team that's going down, you know, that's losing, that's selling, all right, and we can maybe give him a draft pick or something, but we cannot afford to pay anybody any money this year because we have no money. Okay. We also let David Sills and Josh Jackson, we let them go. I heard if David Sills winds up clearing waivers, we might wind up signing him back, and why not? You know, I mean, he's been with the team for a couple of years, all right, you know. Apparently, you know, I mean, if he's still in the practice squad and all the injuries we have, all right, on the Giants starting roster, with the wide receivers. If we haven't brought David Sills up and we're getting him more, I mean, we got Dante Pettis, Colin Johnson, you know, they're getting more action than he is, okay? So if those guys are getting more, you know, action than he is, there must be a reason why he's still in the practice squad. Okay, so if somebody doesn't scoff him up, we might wind up bringing him back. But then you got one of Josh Jackson, all right? Josh Jackson's the one we traded Isaac Yiadom to the Packers. We got Josh Jackson. I'm like, oh, man, Josh Jackson was a 2nd-round pick. I'm like, oh, man, cool. All right. And we gave away Isaac Yiadom, who was a 3rd-round pick, I believe it was. All right, so I'm thinking, man, we might have got the better of this one. All right, but no, we let Josh Jackson go, and he never even played a snap for us. Sometimes you can make too many trades. You know, sometimes you can just go a little too hog wild making too many trades, okay? And this would be one of them. At least Isaac got him. I mean, I know last year he was a liability, but he was on the field. He has some familiarity and all that stuff and everything, you know. But at least you were able to put him on the field. I mean, Josh Jackson, I mean, every time I think he was like a healthy scratch, it looked like every week. I don't even know if he even suited up. I don't, one time this whole year. And certainly he didn't even get a snap. And so now we're letting him go. It is what it is. Now, maybe waiving David Sills, what I was reading, possibly. It's like, why would you had a wide receiver on your practice squad? All your wide receivers, I'm not all, a lot of them are banged up, okay? But maybe, I was reading, maybe, because since we let him go, right, maybe somebody might be returning. Maybe Shepard, maybe Kenny Golladay, maybe Kadarius Toney, maybe a couple of them. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? And let's not forget, we're playing Monday night, okay, against the Chiefs. So we got a little over an extra day or so, right, for these guys to recoup. So maybe, and if we're gonna, then the Chiefs aren't looking very Chief-like. You know what I mean? Okay, I gotta give them that. But the Giants could use all the offensive firepower they can get. All right, if the Giants have any thoughts at all winning this football game, right, they're going to need some offensive firepower. All right, so anybody we can get back would be freaking huge. All right, now the Giants got 4 games coming up in November. Now these 4 games, actually the next 3 are going to, if you have any thoughts at all right, of playoff, implications, down the road, these next 3 games, which include the bye week, are going to be huge, okay? Now, 2 of the next 3 games the Giants have, okay, are against teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before, all right? Now, this is the first time since 2000 when the New York Giants are playing both teams that played in the Super Bowl the year before. 2000, the Giants played the Rams and the Titans, which that was a very good, came down to last play. Oh, that's what you want in a Super Bowl. But the Rams wound up beating the Titans. All right, but the Giants in 2000 played both those teams, the Titans and the Rams. We lost both of them. Okay. However, the Giants in 2000 went to the Super Bowl. We got our rear ends handed to us by the Ravens, but it was 2000, so it's been over 20 years since the Giants have played both Super Bowl teams from the year before. All right, and during the regular season, all right, we don't fare very well at all against both teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before. The Giants are 7-24 all time, okay, against teams that just won the Super Bowl. All right, and they've lost their last 8 games against teams that won the Super Bowl. The last time we won a game against the team that won the Super Bowl the year before, you got to go back to December 13th, 1998. The 13-0 Denver Broncos came into town. Remember Ken Cram threw the touchdown pass to Monty Toomer, caught it. It was like 20, 30 seconds left to go in the game. The place was going frickin' bananas. We won 20-16. Oh, I mean, we were out of the playoffs that year and all, but the Broncos that season they won back-to-back Super Bowls. So after that, so not only did they win the Super Bowl in '97, but in 1998 they were a very good team. They won the Super Bowl. All right, so you got to go back to 1998 since the last time the Giants beat a team, all right, that won the Super Bowl the year before. So you go over 20 years. However, in the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs, all right, the Giants are actually 3-0 against teams that won the Super Bowl the year before. You go back to 1985, the San Francisco 49ers. Actually, go back to 84. The San Francisco 49ers won the Super Bowl in 84. They beat the Miami Dolphins 38-16. 49ers had a complete team. Good offense, good defense. I mean, Dan Marino had threw for 1 touchdown the whole game. Miami Dolphins with Dan Marino, all right, they gave up just 16 points. All right, so The 49ers were a good team. 85, not so much. They weren't quite as good. So they came in and played the Giants in 1985, and the Giants beat them 17-3. And in 1985, when the Giants won 17-3, that was the first time the Giants won a home playoff game since 1956. So it had been 30 years since the Giants won a home playoff game. Then in 1990, the 49ers, once again, won back-to-back Super Bowls, 88 and 89. They won back-to-back Super Bowls. So in 1990, they're trying to get a three-peat, all right? So the Giants go into Candlestick Park, one of the greatest championship games of all time for me. Why? Because it was actually defense, all right? Not like today, where each team, walks up and down the field, scores 30, 40 points or whatever. It was actually defense. The Giants won 15-13. The Giants kicked 5 field goals and won the football game. All right. But that was one of the greatest championship games of all time. But the Giants beat the 49ers in San Francisco, and the 49ers had won the previous 2 Super Bowls. And the last time that the Giants played a team, all right, that won the Super Bowl the year before was in 2011. We went into Lambeau Field. We beat Aaron Rodgers. We won 37-20. Remember, the Packers won the year before. The Packers won. They wound up beating the Steelers in 2010. All right, so the Giants are 3-0 against the defending Super Bowl champions in the playoffs. In the regular season, it's a totally different story. Okay, and it's the same thing, same exact thing against the teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before and lost. All right, so because we have to play the Chiefs coming up this Monday night. So the teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before and lost, the Giants are 6-20 in the regular season all time against Super Bowl losers. All right, the last time the Giants beat a team that went to the Super Bowl the year before and lost was on December 2nd, 2007. We beat the Bears 21-16. Because remember, the Bears lost in 2006 to Peyton Manning and the Colts. The Colts beat the Bears. All right, so the Giants in the regular season 2007 beat the Bears. That was the last time. So we're 6-20. So basically, you can go, we're 13-44 all time. 13-44 all time against teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before in the regular season. We are, however, same thing. We're 1-0 against teams in the playoffs, against teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before and lost. We're 1-0. We beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, baby! 1981, December 27, 1981. We went to the Vet. We beat the Eagles 27-21. That was Lawrence Taylor's rookie season. Good game, but I remember that one, man. Oh! I live here in South Jersey, and I'm a Giant fan. Since I moved here, I was always getting picked on. But after that game, boy, I'll tell you what, man, I was chest pumped out. That's right, we ended your season. Yeah, I was in high school, walking up and down. I was a senior in high school. Oh, man, I love that, man. Yeah, go Giants, baby. Yeah, I didn't hear no shit that week, I guarantee you that. All right. But coming up, these next 3 games are going to be absolutely huge for the Giants. And not only that, because we got the bye week in there, right? So let me just go over the schedule here. So we have any inklings whatsoever in your head of any type of playoff implications or any kind of playoff hopes once we get to December. These next 3 games are huge. Huge, okay? Because we got the Chiefs, okay, Monday night. Then we play the Raiders. Then we got a bye week, so we can start healing some guys up a little bit. Hopefully, my goodness, we can get somebody back. Then we got to go on the road and play the Bucs, all right? So if we were to lose all 3 of these games, okay, which is certainly a possibility, okay, we would wind up being, 2-8. We'd have to win. Basically, we'd have to win the last 7 games in a row, and there's no way we're doing that. Not happening, okay? Just to be 9-8, and I don't even know if that would even make it to the playoffs. We'd have a winning season, we'd end up, like we did last year. We ended up 5-3 the last 8 games, right? We ended on a good positive note, all right. But we wouldn't be. I don't know if we'd even be making the playoffs at 9-8. But as I said, we'd have to win the last 7 games. So these 3 games, I mean, if we could, we'd have to win. I'm just saying, just to be 9-8, we would have to, if we won 1 out of these next 3, and then we won 6 out of the last 7, which would still be really tough. Okay, we'd be 9-8. All right. If somehow we could win 2 out of these next 3 games, I know I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying somehow if we could, all right, we could go 5-2 our last 7 games and be 9-8, and maybe have a shot at the playoffs. But at least we would have a winning season. We would go from 6-10 to 9-8 and have a winning season and have something to look forward to, next year. Okay. So I said, so we got the Chiefs, then we got the Raiders at home, all right. And the Raiders are all banged up. Then we got a bye week. Then we got to play the Bucs. So if somehow we could possibly win 2 out of these 3, because let me just show you, because the last 7 games of the season, all right, we got the Eagles. Then we got to play the Eagles got 2 wins. Then we got to play the Dolphins, and I don't even know if their coach is going to make it to the end of the season. The Dolphins got 1 win, all right, and the Eagles got 2 wins. Then we got to go on the road. We got to play the Chargers. Now the Chargers are 4-2. However, the Chargers have given up more points than they've scored. So you're 4-2, okay, and you've given up more points than you've scored, all right. And if the Giants can get some guys back healthy, we can move the ball on the Chargers defense. We can score some points. Now, will we wind up beating them? Yeah, who knows? But I'm saying there's a chance. All right, there's always a chance. Then after that, then come back home. We play those Cowboys, the revenge game. All right, we got hopefully a little bulletin board material. We got Van Der Esch talking. Yeah, the Giants are kind of soft and all that and everything. So hopefully a little revenge. Right? But then the last 3, all right, we got to play the Eagles again. All right, now I know I'm asking for a lot because we haven't beat the Eagles twice in the season since, I think, 1804. I think Abraham Lincoln was the president the last time we actually beat the Eagles twice in the season. So I know I'm asking for a miracle, but the Eagles are not a juggernaut team, okay? Then we got to play the Bears, okay? Then we got to finish the season against the Washington football team. So those last 7 games, all right, the only 2 teams with winning records, all right, the Bears got 3 wins, the Washington football team's got 2 wins, the Eagles got 2 wins, we got to play the Eagles again, they got 2 wins, and we got to play the Dolphins who have 1 win. So out of those last 7 games, 5 out of those 7 those teams have losing records, and the Bears are 3-4, and if not for their defense, they would be far worse than that, okay? So if somehow we can, win 2 out of these next 3 games, somehow, all right, those last 7 games, which shall be very, very interesting when it comes to any type of winning season that the Giants might have or any playoff implications that the Giants might have for this season. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time any day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo!